councilman was set on fire outside of his office today. According to police, a 29-year-old man entered the office of Showcase magazine, where Councilman Lee Vogler works. The suspect then doused the councilman in a flammable liquid. The two then left the building, and the suspect lit Vogler on fire. Vogler was airlifted to a hospital. His condition remains unknown. The suspect has been charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated malicious wounding.
Disturbing headline from Danville, Virginia. A city councilman intentionally doused with flammable liquid and set on fire. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, a horrific crime in broad daylight. A city councilman from Danville, Virginia, doused with gasoline and set on fire.
What's up, guys? It's Lee Vogler.
Councilman Lee Vogler confronted inside the office of a local magazine where he also worked.
An individual forced his way into our office carrying a 5-gallon bucket of gasoline and poured the gasoline on Lee. Lee attempted to flee, ran to the front of the building. The individual followed him and set him on fire.
Vogler, elected in 2012, then the youngest member of the city council.
As you guys know, for 13 years, I've never missed a meeting.
Tonight, witnesses say that before the councilman was airlifted to a North Carolina hospital, he identified his attacker as 29-year-old Shotzi Buck Hayes. Police arrested Buck Hayes after he allegedly fled the scene. Authorities say the suspect's motive involves a personal matter not related to the victim's position on Danville City Council or any other political affiliation. Tonight, the suspect is being held without bond in the Danville City Jail. He's facing a charge of attempted first-degree murder.
Here at home tonight, St. Paul is still in emergency response mode after what officials are calling a serious and deliberate cyber attack.
The city shut down its computer systems to stop that threat. The governor has now activated the National Guard, and the FBI is investigating.
City leaders say this was not a glitch or accident. It was a criminal act by a sophisticated outside group. And now residents are looking for answers, especially when it comes to their personal data.
Lindsay and Kevin, this is causing some serious disruptions in the city. Their website, for example, has messages like this, warning people about the hack and letting them know some online services aren't available. But tonight, workers and residents are not just worried about logging in or paying bills as investigators work to learn if personal information was hacked.
It is common for a city to be targeted. This seems to be more of a sophisticated and targeted attack at St. Paul.
He's worked with cities before and says there's still much to learn about what happened here.
They're being very cautious for a good reason.
We are still working to define the entire scope of what's possible. We'll have to continue to communicate where that's concerned. We do believe that there's low risk beyond the possibility of data stolen in relation to city employees.
Anyone living or working in St. Paul, Albach says protecting your passwords is key.
Make sure that they are unique and different, because the attackers, if they get that password, they will just try it everywhere they can.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply